what's going on today. Today is digital defining the limits of currency. Okay, thumbnail is digital versus basically cash. Okay, cash, physical currency versus digital currency. We're gonna talk about this tonight. We're gonna kind of explore limitations. This is about limitations in defining the limits of currency. Okay, so in case you didn't know, there's a move and a push towards in the last 20 years or so towards digital currency. Okay, so there's a multitude of types of currencies, but mainly you have physical currency and digital currency. So you go out, you go to the store, you have some businesses that don't even accept credit cards. They only accept cash. And why that is, I'm not going to go into that. That's their business. But basically, it's some limits with uh, it's more control with digital currency. It's more people basically government bodies can actually physically track certain forms of digital currency easier than cash. Okay, so for example, if you have a business and you accept credit cards, that those credit cards are processed through a processor. They're batched through a processor. That processing company reports to the IRS. Okay. They report how much you're making. So the IRS will already know that you process so many transactions through their credit card processing company. There's no way you can run, no way you can hide. Your processing company will give you a tax document every year and show this is how many credit card transactions that you have processed. So they know, they report to the IRS. Digital currency is tracked. Okay. Uh, you have cryptocurrency, which is also a type of digital currency, but it's not necessarily what's typical in transactions today. Most transactions are debit and credit card transactions. Okay. I'm going to open up a video to kind of explain what I'm talking about and kind of give you some rough understanding of different types of currencies. Let me open this one up here.
Till the early 90s, gold was a currency of the world. And now we have seen the rise of digital currencies, virtual currencies, and of course, cryptocurrencies.
Now, I mean, obviously, this is an Indian accent. I don't think I think she's the voice is okay. Um, one of the things that you got to respect about the Indians are pretty much the leaders as far as in America. They are the leaders of basically making money in America. They know how to make money. They have a good system of making money, and they know a lot about it. Okay, and we're gonna let this play out and see what she has to say. Okay.
But what are these? And why is it gaining so much of traction? Let's find out.
Hello guys, this is Shweta and welcome to the world of Wall Street Mojo.
To understand the difference between digital, virtual, and cryptocurrency, you'll first need to know what they are. So, what are digital currencies? Earlier, we made all payments in cash. You will give the other person banknotes or coins if you buy anything from them. What a task, right? To keep cash with ourselves wherever we went. But now our lives have got easier. We don't have to carry cash and pay in cash all the time. We have digital currencies that have made storing and transferring money easier. Digital money is the same as banknotes and coins but stored in your bank account or digital payments wallet. You don't need to withdraw this money if you want to spend the money. The process is done by just transferring the money to the other person. Now, isn't that easy, quick, and convenient? So, this was digital currency. Now, what about virtual currency? What are virtual currencies? If digital currency is normally stored digitally, then virtual currency is a different type of money that is also stored digitally and you can transfer it to others. So, here is a catch with virtual currency. You see, with traditional currency, you would store that in your bank account, right? So, the money is regulated by financial institutions. But with virtual currencies, there is no financial institution that are involved. Instead, you would store your money in a secure digital wallet.
So a type of virtual currency, digital currency, like I said, it's like a credit card, a debit card, even a gift card. That's a form of digital currency. Virtual currency is like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. Those are considered virtual currencies. Basically, you could transfer monies to one account to another. So if you got a Zelle account, you can transfer it to another person's Zelle account, or you can transfer it to someone's bank account. If you have PayPal, you can transfer money from one PayPal account to another, or someone's debit card or bank account to another person's PayPal account. Cash App, you could send someone Cash App payment from another Cash App account. Okay, those are virtual currencies. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this video primarily is I want you to understand, okay, that there is, just like the thumbnail says of this video, there is unlimited possibilities with digital and also even virtual currencies. Also, even she's going to talk about cryptocurrencies. This is old. This is going to progress. It is going to get is going through the stratosphere. Okay. That's why Bitcoin is going crazy. Like it's crossed $100,000 mark again. Okay. And one of the things that, again, I want to stress is your mindset. Okay. So when it comes down to it, you thinking physical currency is fine. It's okay to think that, but you got to understand there is limits when it comes to physical currency. So, for example, it's only, even banks only have so much cash in their bank. In order to actually get money out of a bank, if you need over, let's just say, $20,000 or more, you actually have to schedule with the bank to actually get some type of money from the bank. The bank doesn't even have the ability to give you anything over probably 10 grand, because they don't have they only have so much cash supply in their bank. And then you got to understand, you're trying to collect cash, which is the old way. And it's the easiest way to collect cash, but there's limits. People only gonna have so much cash on them. There's only so much cash available. Well, with digital currency, it's unlimited amounts. Okay. And I'm not just going to be talking about currency tonight. I'm going to be talking about digital products. Okay. And we're gonna go into that. But let me finish this video here. I just, the reason why I'm doing this video is more of a mindset type of thought process where I want you to think unlimited versus limited, because when you're thinking limited, you're limited in what your potential possibly can be. When you think unlimited, okay, the limit is the sky is the limit. Okay, it's just you. You got to understand with the level of digital currency and virtual currencies and cryptocurrencies nowadays, people are not going to believe, they're not going to listen to you with your problems and issues financially, because people are going to start to believe that everybody can possibly make money. Like, we're in a system now that almost everybody can possibly make money. It is so easy to make money now because you have these new technologies, and again, digital currency, virtual currency, and also cryptocurrency, that literally someone can just transfer you $1,000 within, just like that, with the snap of a finger. Someone can, just basically change your life with a digital currency transaction. I mean, that's why a lot of, I would even say, the women are very transactional now, because they're trying to get digital currency from men, So the thing is that this is a new wave, and it is progressing.
Virtual currency are created by people and used by them. You might now ask, how much would a virtual currency be worth? Good question. And to answer it, a virtual currency can be worth anything. Since banks do not issue virtual currencies, it does not have any value assigned to them, like $10, $100, etc. That's why virtual currencies get their value from what people perceive their value. I know this might be a bit confusing. And so, here is an example of a virtual currency, Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is a virtual currency, and I hope it clarifies everything to you now. What are cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are virtual currencies created by people on blockchain technology. It is a decentralized currency that has no third party involved. So, if you want to send money to someone, you don't need to send it through banks now. Instead, you can transfer some cryptocurrencies to the person and make the transaction. In the transaction, only you and the receiver of the cryptocurrency are involved. No banks or financial institutions are there in the middle to see what you are transferring, how much you are transferring, to whom you are transferring, etc. It's completely decentralized. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin are all cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have recently been on an unprecedented rise. There has been mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. As a result, businesses everywhere are trying to become crypto friendly, showing that the world is accepting this form of payment. So, we learned about digital currency, virtual currency, and even cryptocurrency. Let's connect the dots between them. So, first came normal physical money, the plain and simple give and take of notes or coins to carry out transactions. Then came digital currency. Money is stored digitally in bank accounts and transferred digitally too. But then the world realized, why to have money in the bank? Why not make the entire thing decentralized and not let the banks have control? Hence, virtual currency came into the picture. People can send virtual currencies to each other and be the only parties to the transaction, not having any intermediary. Cryptocurrencies are virtual currencies only built on blockchain technology to make the entire process very secure. So, this was all about various currencies that have been rising lately. We hope you learned a lot from this video and like the video. Comment your thoughts on cryptocurrencies and share the video with others. Hope you find this video useful. Please do like and share. If you have any feedback or want to.
Okay, so let me share my screen again, and I want to show you something. I remember this was actually around 70%. This is what's going on now. So now about 89% of Americans use some form of digital payment, reflecting a high penetration rate in developed economies. Europe and Central Asia have also seen a 13 increase in account ownership in 2017. So 89% of individuals in the United States use basically cryptocurrency or some type of digital currency. Okay. So this is not going to stop. Okay. This is going to progress. This is what I'm talking about. So here's the thing, right? So this is what I want you to think about. And this is what I think about. Okay. This is like when it comes to a money mindset. When you form your money mindset, I want you to think digitally. Okay. Try to train your brain to think digitally. How can I make money digitally? Okay. So e-commerce is the first thing that comes to mind. E-commerce, right? Okay, let's write that out. Let's put this in here. So e-commerce. That's the first thing that you can think of, most likely to make money digitally. Okay, so it's not just e-commerce, right? For example, I have my herb store, alsherbs.com, right? I have my brokegeniuses.com. These are e-commerce websites. I have physical products that I actually have to mail to the customer. But okay, on my Broke Geniuses website, I have digital products that you can buy a billion of them, and it's going to give you the same product. You just download it after you pay for the payment. And it's actually this is the game changer, and this is what I'm talking about. So when you pair digital currency with digital products, this is what I'm talking about, where you could be an overnight millionaire, billionaire, because there's no limits. So when you go and buy my budget calculator, it's a one-time purchase. It's a digital download. Okay. It's a template. It's a good budget template, right? But it's no limits on how many you could buy. It's no stock tracking, and anybody in the world can buy it, right? Anybody that basically has access to the site, that knows about the site, that has the money in their account, they can buy that digital product. So when you mirror digital products with digital transactions, digital currency, the sky is the limit. The limit is the sky. So when you buy my herbs, okay, you pay for it digitally. You're paying for it digitally, but I have to physically do work to actually get the product together, ship it out, package the product, ship it out to you. It's more work, right? Into that, to the actual in person. I actually have to ship it to you, okay, and then you have to open your mailbox, or you might have to go to the post office, the worst case scenario, pick it up. So it's some physical things that's going on there. So most of this is what I want you to think about. So let's take Amazon, for example. Amazon said, Amazon, the bookseller that then now sells everything, right? And one of the things that they sell is cloud storage, basically serverless cloud storage services. Now, here's the thing. This is the $1 billion services that they offer, the billions of dollars that they make from these services. So this is what I'm talking about. Their offering digital services, and the payment that they're getting is digital payments. So literally all they have to do is have staff to manage their actual servers and their infrastructure, but they themselves are selling digital services to end users and business owners, and they're making digital currency off of this as well. And you got to understand, even with women, right? Even with, okay, OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the same thing. Well, not really, because the OnlyFans model actually has to physically do whatever she's doing, and she has to upload those videos, and then you paying for the membership with physical currency. And I myself do not pay for OnlyFans. I do not I do not pay for OnlyFans. I refuse to do that. I wish more men was like myself, but unfortunately, a lot of men are, what they are. So the thing is that that's kind of where I'm going, but not really. Like, to be honest, like now, what you're going to possibly have is you're going to have, and it's already probably in existence, you're going to have virtual OnlyFans models, or let's just say virtual AI sex workers. And then you're going to have people thirsty, and they're going to pay for this virtual reality sex worker to actually access their, digital body, and it's like that's more or less where we're talking about, where it's digital to digital. So the payment will be, of course, digital, and then the sex workers will also be digital. Okay, believe it or not. I mean, this is probably already in existence. I'm just not that much of a loser to actually know too much about it, fortunately for me. But the way this thing is going with, people trying to, kind of be loners and all of this type of stuff, this is definitely going to be the future. It is probably, I'm pretty sure it's already in existence. I'm just going to say, I know it's in existence because I've heard people talking about it. So this is digital to digital, right? So one of the things that I challenge you is to make a digital product. Whatever you know how to do. If you code on the grill, like I know, like one of my cousins, he was taught by his father like a killer rib recipe. He knows how to make ribs. Like, it's so good that if you don't even eat swine, you want to eat swine because the ribs are so good. Like, you can actually make a recipe or sell a recipe, which would be a digital product, and upload that recipe on PDF, and then get as many people as you could buy it. And basically you can make as much as you could possibly make. Now, the thing is that with business, you still gotta deal with the aspects of business, which one of the general aspects of business is that people actually have to like you. Okay, people do actually you have to be likable in business. One of the things about me is, I've already showed my ass, so I mean, I could try to rebrand as much as I possibly can, but I know once you show your ass, you show yourself as being an asshole. There's no putting it back in the box. So I'll just speak to someone generally starting out. Don't be an asshole. You do have to be likable in business. Okay. If you, I do make money, but I know I could make more money if I was liked more. One of the things about me is I'm not. I just never really. I don't know. I guess I just genuinely didn't want to be fake. So, and then I guess I don't know. It's no putting it back in the bottle or whatever. The genie is not going back in the bottle. I'm already exposed. I've accepted the fact that I'm an asshole and a lot of people don't like me. But you don't have to be like that. I'm telling you, if you're thinking about business or if you already have a business, you do have to be likable. Okay. You do. If you're not likable, pay someone that is likable. Like, okay, get you a woman that looks good with some big breasts and a fat ass, and put her on camera and have her sell your products. Have her sell your digital products. That's one way to circumvent the system. Okay. Women are very, very marketable. Okay. Women are extremely marketable. If you can get you some models or get a woman that, looks like a model and just have her sell your digital products. That's a way you can kind of circumvent that. You could pay someone that's a very good salesman, to market your products, offer them some type of commission. That's one way to get around it. But the point is, I will say, you gotta offer a good product. It is a way that you don't even have to present who you are. You can just market products, and it could be, basically your voice only, and you don't have any face behind your brand. That is a thing as well, but usually people have a face behind their brand. Now, whatever the point being, I just will say you generally have to kind of be likable, and you do have to deal with racism. If people know that you're black, they're not going, certain particular races of people will not support you because that's what they choose to do in their races. That is also a factor that is involved as well. That's probably one of the biggest factors with me. I would say that I don't really think about much, but yeah, I mean, people, you do have to deal with that aspect when it comes to sales. But again, you can also get someone else. You can get someone of a different race to sell your products. Okay. So that's another way to, kind of circumvent that. But the whole point is you yourself, a lot of different things. You might be a teacher. You might be a substitute teacher. You might be a special ed teacher. You might be a dog trainer. Something, everyone knows how to do certain things. You got your grandma's biscuit recipe. You got your daddy's craft skills or something like that, or handyman skills. Whatever it is, you can put that in a digital product, like some type of handbook or PDF book. Even if it's something that, like, just say you a programmer and you know how to create scripts, you can make a little PDF book where, okay, 10 scripts to use and better your business. That PDF could be $2 or 99 cents or whatever, $3, whatever the case may be. And people will probably buy it. If they see that you have a nice website, they see that you have a lot of different digital products. You can create some type of YouTube to give you some type of marketing, or you can join podcasts, and it's a lot of different ways that you can funnel people to that website and sell those digital products. And of course, you're getting digital currency. So, like, for example, my websites, most of them, the payment is through PayPal. So that's virtual currency coming in, and then I'm shipping physical products, and also digital products are being automatically downloaded. So that is kind of what I'm saying. Like, you could figure out a way to sell digital products. Like, for example, the budget template on my website, brokegeniuses.com, that is just an Excel template that it's for you to track your budget, your finances. That's a digital product, right? So you can create all kinds of different digital products. It could be a Word, like you could have a nice resume, right? I just recently got a job, kudos to me. I'm not gonna tell you where I work, but I guess I ain't gonna even give a hint, but yeah, I'm back on payroll. So I don't know when I'm gonna get paid, but yeah, I'm back on payroll. And then this is my first hybrid job. So I've never had a hybrid job before. Only time I worked remote was during the pandemic. It was pandemic related. After about 6 months during the pandemic, they was like, well, we got to prep to go back into the office. And then we were in the office. But yeah, this is the first time I'm like 3 days in the office and then 2 days at home. So that was great, man. I enjoyed the first week because I had to cut my grass. So my grass was growing so long. I had to get in the tractor and cut my grass, man, during my break. So I was like, that was helpful. But the whole point is, I'm saying, you can do this. You can. One of the things I have to also say, and this is what I told my friends, the future is right now. We're in the present. The past is already the past. The future is 100% the imagination realm. The future is 100% imagination. You don't know what's going to happen, from tomorrow, next week, next month. You can plan for it, but you don't know the variables. You don't know if it's going to be a thunderstorm. You don't know if it's going to be a tornado. You don't know if it's going to rain. You don't know a lot of different variables, or if you don't even know like what's going to happen. Like I was just out driving and then my car stalled on me. My battery went out or something going on my alternator. I ain't fucking know. I'm just trying to make some money. I just started a job. I need some more money, and I took a risk and got stalled for about a couple hours, So, the thing is the future is 100% basically you don't know what's going to happen. You can't predict it. You can plan on it and try to hope that it's going to be the way it goes, the way you want it to go, but you don't know what's going to be the variables, right? You don't know outcome. The future is basically 100% kind of just imaginative. You can, that's where you got to kind of use your imagination brain to try to figure out a way where you can try to make some money or try to make some opportunity. So what I'm trying to say is that if you can think digitally and kind of trick your brain and think digitally as far as money, and kind of phase out of, thinking cash. I mean, cash is cool, but if you can also think digitally, that's the wave. That's the future. Because it's unlimited. It is very passive. I would say the true passive income is digital products and digital currency, because you got to think, okay, they say owning real estate and managing real estate is passive. It's not passive. Okay, landlord, you being a landlord, tenant says my sink is out, my heat doesn't work. You got to come out or bring some contractor to go check on their property. That's not passive. Your vending machine, somebody broke into the vending machine. Okay, you got to go fix it or replace that vending machine. It's not passive. Okay, well, when you got a digital product, right, sitting somewhere on some website, and you got digital currency, right? Like that's passive. That's almost 100% passive. Only I would say the variables that is not passive is like, for example, if the website goes down or something going on with the website, or you got to pay for the website, the server or something like that. Okay, yeah, you got to do that. But like, for example, I made money today selling some t-shirts. I didn't have to ship the t-shirts out. I didn't have to, only thing I had to do was create the actual digital file of what the t-shirts look like. And after that, it was already done. And many people as they want could buy the t-shirt. Okay. So, the thing is that's what I'm talking about. Like pretty much that's something that's like digital to digital product, digital currency. Now, I also have t-shirts on my site where it's not necessarily a digital product. I actually have to get that t-shirt made and then ship it out. But I mean, the whole thing is that you could possibly even have it to a point where everything is automated. Like you there's so many ways you can automate things as well, to where you can kind of make, and that's where it comes into Amazon too, with Amazon fulfillment. You ship a whole bunch of items in a box, and then you ship it to an Amazon warehouse, and now you kind of make it to where it's a digital product, because Amazon will ship that product out as soon as it's purchased. It's not in your possession anymore. You don't have to worry about packaging it up and everything. Amazon have their, employees, their robots and everything, package this item out for you and ship it out. So this is beyond. For me to just say this is the wave would be incorrect. This has been the wave. Okay, this ain't nothing new. I'm just saying this because it's been something that I've been really thinking about for the last 24 hours, because this is a way where when you think about it, like, for example, my book, The Millionaire Savings Plan, my book is a digital book. Now, if you buy it on brokegeniuses.com, yes, I'll mail you out an autographed copy. But on Amazon, if you click that ebook or the Kindle option, that's 100% digital product. Okay, that product is going to be downloaded by you onto your Kindle, and then you're going to be reading the Millionaire Savings Plan, a digital product. And 1 billion people can buy it tomorrow, and I could be a billionaire tomorrow. I'm just saying, like, that's the type of time that I'm talking about. Like, and like I say, this ain't no wave. This is old. This has been around for at least over 10 years now, So I'm just trying to tell you that you possibly might want to look into trying to create some digital products yourself. Okay. I mean, shout out to Erica Williams. She's been talking about digital products for years. Okay. She has courses and all of that. I'm not trying to say, I mean, if you want to check her course out, you could do it, but I'm just saying you can bring something to the table that you know how to do. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. I don't care if you know how to get a good backstroke. Okay. You know how to make women, go crazy in the bedroom. That's a PDF book. Okay. That's a video that you could drop. You could make a video to explain, adult only, obviously, on how to make women go crazy over you in the bedroom. Like, it's just all kinds of different things. Okay. A lot of people are having troubles being parents. You could make, if you got some good strategies on parenting, you could make some type of digital product, video, PDF, or whatever, to showcase different techniques on parenting, on managing children and dealing with children and all of that. So it's a multitude of things that you can go with depending on your skill set and what you know to make some type of digital product for yourself. And no, YouTube is not, me live streaming right now is not a digital product. It's only a digital product after the live stream is over with, depending on who's going to watch the video or not. Me actually creating this video, I'm actually physically creating this. So it's not a digital product. I would say like it'll become a digital product after the video's over with. Right now, this ain't fucking digital. I'm actually physically making this video. So and I'm not making that much. So even if I was monetized, which I'm working on that, YouTube or Google or Alphabet, they make a brunt of the money off of the ads. You get like a small percentage of ad revenue after they get their cut. So I'm more or less saying not using anyone's platform, creating your own website and offering some type of digital products or more complicated digital services. So for example, I mentioned Amazon having AWS, an actual digital service that is being paid for by digital currency and is digital to digital, and they're making tons and tons of money. Right? And, of course, everybody that's working for Amazon is not making that much, depending, especially the people in the warehouse. But the thing is that what's stopping you from creating some type of digital service, right? It's a little bit more technical because, okay, what would be the idea of a digital service? So like if you created some type of AI chatbot or something, you created some type of AI tool where you create some type of platform where someone can go on your site and they can buy one of your chat bots or AI bots to do some type of services, like maybe create some type of template for processing reports or whatever. You can create some type of site where these AI bots do certain tasks, or you can configure them to do certain tasks. This already does exist, by the way. Okay, there's sites, there's platforms, there's startups or companies that already have this, so this is not something new. But that's the idea of a digital service, okay? That actually you could pay for these digital services, and they're not man physically doing services, okay? So this is not going to digress. This is going to progress. This is something that's just been on my mind, and I just, I'm blown away by it because I'm starting to think about, the things I already have as far as my digital products. I'm kind of stuck on the whole business thing because having a YouTube channel and being an asshole. I mean, I can't un-asshole myself and be this, friendly salesman guy. I mean, unfortunately. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, you still have a chance, but I myself, I'm dead in the water here. But you can, where I fail, you can triumph. But I'm just saying, you still have to have, technically, depending on how you market your business, whether you're going to be out in front of the business, because you don't have to be out in front of the business. You don't have to be the actual brand ambassador. You can market services, you can use AI to basically promote your advertisement. You could do all kinds of stuff. So you don't have to necessarily be your own brand ambassador. Some companies, if you go on a website, you don't even know who owns that website. You don't know who that person is. I'm just a kind of a content creator. You know who I am. I mean, definitely I'm an asshole, but you don't know who these websites, you don't know who they are. You might know who I am because this is linked to my YouTube channel and other channels and platforms. But the average website, you don't know who the hell these people are behind this website. You just know this website is here. If you're savvy, you go to different review sites and you check on, see if this website is legitimate and all of that. And that's that. Like you have no idea who owns this website, So the thing is you just know that website has some good products on it or offers some good services. So e-commerce is definitely one of those probably major ways where you could first, when you think of how you can actually sell digital products. But there's a multitude of ways you can sell digital products. You can actually have an ATM, and that is offering basically currency, and you're basically getting commission off of each transaction. So that's kind of a way, but it's not necessarily digital to digital, but it's kind of close. It's currency to digital. So, but it's, you just, kind of do some brainstorming. You can find out some ways where you can make this happen. I'm just saying I'm just kind of throwing this out there as a possibility for you to think of new ways and ideas where you can possibly create some type of digital product or service to make some type of digital currency. Okay. So this is all I have today, short and sweet, and to the point. Okay. And check out my website, thebrokegeniuses.com. I have some digital products on there. I have my expense template, where basically if you want to track your budget, if you wanted to have some type of budget tracker, they are there on brokegeniuses.com. Of course, I have my book, which is available on Kindle and also paperback on Amazon.com. And also it's available for purchase for paperback, autographed, signed by me on brokegeniuses.com. So there you go. Digital products digital products are the future. Is going to be progressive. It's not going to digress. I just don't want you to be stuck thinking like a caveman and thinking cash, because as this states right here, 89% of Americans are using digital currency. Okay, so don't want you to be left behind. Okay,
message.